Hi, I'm Joe Murphy. I did a video the other day and I talked to you about read for 1 hour a day, and most people stop there, but I want to go through this in more detail and what this means. First, I want to take this off. Somebody asked me the other day, do I wear glasses? And I said, only when I want to see. If you read for 1 hour a day, my advice is this. I want you to do it, not if you read. I want you to read for 1 hour a day. Get up first thing in the morning, have a cup of coffee, bring it to the table in your kitchen or wherever you read without anybody else around, and read a book. Now, I'll tell you what kind of books to read in just a second. You want to do it the very first hour of the day. Don't turn on the TV. Don't look at your iPhone. Get your cup of coffee, go to the table, and start to read. Lean into it. Get up an hour earlier before everybody else does. This is called the golden hour. Psychiatrists, psychologists call this the golden hour because it's when your brain is most susceptible to reprogramming, the reprogramming of your mind toward what you want, towards success. However you define success, not the way I define success, how you define success. So this golden hour, Henry Ward Beecher called this the rudder of your day. If you don't understand what that means, let me see if I can explain it quickly. When you do something positive, the rest of the day goes positive. It steers you in the right direction. It keeps you on track toward what you want. Fourth thing I want to point out, we're on number 4. This is your brain. This is my diagram of a brain. Smile, go ahead. What happens is during the first hour of the day, your brain is most susceptible to programming. These are the alpha brain wavelengths are at its highest. Again, that's when your brain is most susceptible to programming. And what do we typically do? We watch the news, which is negative, or we read on our iPhone or iPad the news, which is, repeat after me, negative. There's nothing good when you first open up your iPad or turn on the TV. Okay? It's the same gas station they're talking about from last night when you went to bed that was robbed or something happened. It's the news cycle continues to say the same thing over and over again. And what happens is your brain is being programmed automatically. It's being programmed negatively. So the first hour of the day, the rudder of your day, is going down. You might as well be a submarine. You're just going to sink. You want to read something that's going to uplift you, be positive. I call these the 4 Owls. So what do you read? Something educational. Something written by an expert in your field. Get the book, read what he or she wrote, and take notes. I'll come back to that in a second. Something inspirational, something that's going to be uplifting. Or something that's motivational, something that's going to get you to do something during the day. And then finally, something spiritual. Now, it's not difficult to find all 4 of these things wrapped up in a book. There's lots of books out there. I'll give you some advice on the books. What I don't have here, number 6, this is the multiplier. It is critical. Every day when you're taking notes and you're reading, make sure you apply that information. The sooner you apply that information, then it becomes part of you. You incorporate it. Now, you're going to make some mistakes and apply it incorrectly, but that's part of the learning process. That's the growth mindset that we are always talking about. This is the achiever's mindset. It gives people a chance to see what works and doesn't, how to adapt it and tailor it to their own style and personality. I hope you're getting this because I can't give you any more valuable advice than this idea, because it's changed not only my life, but hundreds of others that I've given this to, and it's just remarkable from where I came from to where I am now. It's impossible to be where I am from where I came from. But I did it. Not because I did it, because this works. Now, I'm going to try to say something that's not going to make sense. You're a very smart person. If I could do this, anybody could do this. I was not a straight A student. I was barely making B minuses in high school and college. Okay. I knew how to work with my hands. I'm giving you this advice. Try it, put it to work, test it out. See, and if in 5 days that this doesn't change your life. I'm going to challenge you though. Don't, if it doesn't work in 5 days, you got to get into the habit. 30 days, it'll make you feel so inspired and so motivated and so much good energy coming forth that you'll write me and tell me what it did. The key thing is to make it a habit. Now, I've been doing this for 30 years. I got so excited how it changed me, how I started working and walking around the office and interacting with people, how centered I was, that I started reading 2 hours a day. So I started getting up 2 hours earlier and reading. A couple other points. This 2 hours turned into about 50 books a year. And we're not into numbers necessarily. It's not a contest. It's about how you're changing from the inside out. But 50 books a year when the average person doesn't read any, that includes professionally, and people walk around with books and they don't read. 50 books a year change your life. Can you imagine what it will do for you times 10 years? If you do the math, it's approximately 500 books over the course of 10 years, written by experts. And that's what you want to look for. People who have done this, not theoreticians, not people who are just writing to create a name so they can go on the public speaking tour. These people, you want to read from people who actually have applied it, and applied different types of things in your field so that you can borrow or use their ideas so that you don't have to trip over the same places that they tripped over, okay? That'll get you ahead. And again, you want to apply it to your work life. This is critical. Apply that information to your work life. What else can I tell you here? I'll go into some other things that I wound up doing that changed my life. But if you could have seen where I came from, you'd go, there's no way for you to go from where you were to here. But that's what did it. That's what helped me. I'm still not, I don't want to sound like I'm perfect, but you're much smarter than I am. And if you do this one thing and you teach your kids this thing, I'm telling you, because of this and because you start applying it, you'll not only feel good, you'll start doing good, and you'll start moving yourself towards your goals, the things that you want, and your life will change forever. I'm Joe Murphy. Thank you for paying attention, and I wish you, from the bottom of my heart, all the success in the world.